So you released an entire hour of writing a joke with Mark Normand, and I figured that could be a good place to start. That was the first thing that sucked me into your YouTube channel, which we'll definitely get into the content side of things from the other things you have going on TikTok and stuff like that. For the joke with Mark Norman, writing jokes with Mark Norman, I believe this segment was called. How did that happen? What was it like being in the room with a guy like that, who I think is a absolute comedy genius and stand up?
Sure.
And kind of, yeah, how did that come together? What was it like?
So yeah, I really love Mark. I think he's awesome as well. And I noticed like last year, I DM'd him something and he just responded. And I was like, oh shit, like he just responds. And I had actually requested for him to like voice something in a cartoon I was doing with my friend. And he, he responded to something. And then I asked him and then he didn't respond. And then basically, what ended? How, oh, and then I saw he did a vlog or for YouTube. It was called like Park Normand, and basically he was doing jokes in the park because of COVID. And I was like, this is smart. Doing vlogs while also doing stand up. I think vlogs are like undervalued for sure. I think like Seinfeld, for example, is like television mixed with stand up. I was like, there's definitely going to be somebody that should do vlog mixed with stand up. And I was like, dude, I love your content. And I went to NYU for film. I got a camera. I'd love to help you film something for free. And he responded like within the hour, like, sure thing, Fatty, would love to. How about sometime, whenever it was. And so I went, filmed for him, edited this whole thing together for free. It took me like a long, like, I put a lot of work into it. And he was like, this is awesome. Like, I owe you one. And I was like, okay, sick. And then I waited, I think it was like a few months later, I had this idea
Yeah.
for a podcast where it's like you make something with somebody that basically they're known for. So in his case, write a joke with Mark Normand. And he was like, sure, I owe you anyway. He came for the hour and we did it. It was pretty sick. He, super nice, never once condescending, answered every question, not at all like, he's a great comedian, but never once like acts like it. He thinks he's shit, I feel like. And it was really cool.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. Uh,
Yeah, it seems like guys like him in stand up that actively chose to put content out on YouTube separated themselves to the audience. Someone like me who is not a comedian in any aspect, but I see what's going on. I love stand up comedy, and I see guys like Mark Norman. I see Tim Dillon, other guys that are continuously putting out the YouTube style skits or like stand up in the park, the sketches. And as an audience member, I really appreciated the continuation of putting out shit that they thought was funny and was funny and is funny. And they were kind of just like, what else am I going to do? My job is to be funny. So I have to take advantage of the situation.
yeah, and he's also got a following, and like I feel like a lot of comedians like get this chip on their shoulder, or they're like, or they just assume. I mean, we all do it. I did it for sure. Which is like, oh, I hope that I'm discovered. I hope somebody reaches down and puts me in the spotlight. And it's like, yes, I get that. But you can also make it happen on your own if you do have the sauce. Like, just make videos or do it on your own, and you could kind of build it without anybody else. And so that's kind of what he did and continues to do. And yeah, it's paying off. I think it's pretty sick. And that's the other reason I really like him is like he doesn't take himself too seriously, even though he is like one of the more respected comedians and like good at the craft and the
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. He's still like, well, I'll make a YouTube video, whatever. I'll make a TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And so you said you filmed something for him for free before you actually filmed the writing and joke segment.
Yeah, it was
What was that?
it was like I just wanted to do a vlog style thing. So he basically we called it like tweaking jokes. It's on his YouTube, tweaking jokes in Jersey, and it's like he tries the same joke or a few of the same jokes across different shows, and then I kind of edit it to show how the audience can still like can receive it differently. And then I film him like off stage and in the green room and stuff, just talking about basically comedy and why it's hard, and kind of just picking his brain. And I like interlaced everything. Like it was just like a vlog, I guess, and that mixed with stand up. But yeah, so it was like it was just that, and posted it, did pretty well. I think I hit like maybe 200,000 views or something on his tube, and yeah, he was really grateful for it. So it was just like kind of what he was already doing. I just like added one more piece to his little Jenga pile.
Was there anything that surprised you during that segment where he was writing a joke with you in real time? Because he was like, yeah, let's fucking do this together. Let's come up with jokes. And you were an active participant in that process. Was there anything that jumped out at you, something you weren't expected? Obviously you were familiar with his work before that. So anything that happened that surprised you after that segment where you kind of look back on it and you're like, yeah, like that was pretty cool? In a selfish way, for sure. The first thing I could think of is I told him two of my own stand-up bit ideas from the past, and he was like, hey, that's pretty good. And he like was giving me props for it. So walked away feeling pretty good about myself with that. What else? That's got to feel good getting the thumbs up from a guy like that.
Oh yeah, I was like, damn. I said it in the video. I was like, it's like, because I was saying how there's like the Beatles, and I was like, I think you could be like the Beatles of comedy, like you're so good, blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, shut up, that's not. He doesn't think that about himself. But then, yeah. So once he complimented me, I was like, oh my god, look at me, I got the Beatles complimenting me, and he was like, shut up again. Like, so yes, it did feel good. That's kind of that's the first thing my brain goes to. He had good tips and stuff too. And I thought it was also funny how like he doesn't come up with good ideas right away, in his own words, at least. So it takes a while to evolve things, even for him. And so I definitely walked away with that too. I was like, all right, like even a guy like you still comes up with crap and still has to workshop crap and stuff like that.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full uncut 2+ hour episodes of the AUXORO podcast, plus gain access to 2 bonus episodes every month at auxoro.supercast.tech. Link is also in the description. Thank you so much for supporting quality content from independent creators like myself. Cheers.